out the.
Everyone, you can keep talking about what you're talking about. I just want to give everyone a heads up. We're live now.
Okay. Oh
yeah. So don't say anything incriminating about.
God damn it, Alex.
Well, I just happen to hate you.
I mean, besides that.
What do you have against the J Boys?
The Jubba Boys?
The Jehovah's Williams.
Spit it out.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
I don't like the name.
You're one to talk, Alex.
I said, don't everyone stop talking.
No, everyone stop talking. That's what we're supposed to do. We're live.
We're gonna break down into one of those beat things from the 90s where someone's like,
Stop.
Okay,
Yes,
yes, we're doing that now. Let's do it. Someone start a beat.
Just like that, exactly.
Yeah, Liz.
okay.
Give us a beat.
Drop the back on the floor.
Give us a beat.
No, I'm just kidding.
Now do that on time, on the one, every fucking time.
Alex, beat something.
I'll just be everyone's fucking metronome click.
Wait, hold on. Is that National Triangle Fire, your shirt? Is that
National
I see you
Triangle
coming in on
Fire?
the
or is that our friend's Rob? This is our friend Rob.
The funny story about that, it's
Oh,
not your
no.
friends.
Well, that's
from
why I asked.
California,
Yeah.
but they're also not from Nashville,
Oh, where are they from?
Georgia.
Okay.
But I found out
Imposters.
I had them on the show and I tagged
That's right.
the wrong band.
You tagged our friend Rob.
To be friends of y'all's.
Who
Yeah.
you probably met when he was here.
But they were super cool about it because they're like, I think you're looking for this triangle fire and sent me the correct one. I'm like, that was super fucking cool.
On top of being a fabulously talented songwriter, Rob is also one of the sweetest people in the entire world. He's great.
I want to have them on now.
Yeah, oh my, yeah, that'd be, well, he was here. Shit. We could have set that up. He was in Nashville like 6 months ago.
Half a year now?
Yeah.
They're still based out of LA.
Yeah.
So Alex, where are we?
It's only a matter of
streaming
time.
to? YouTube?
like
Yeah, we're
and
streaming to
subscribe,
YouTube.
Spotify.
Hello, YouTube.
Yeah, this is live on YouTube now.
What's
It'll
up,
be up
everybody?
everywhere else tomorrow.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Make sure to smash that like button, dude.
It really helps out the channel. Like,
Check out my Etsy page.
what's on
Or
there?
it's just like fucking Todd
Oh,
Grande.
what was
I'll
the
leave
name
a
of
link
that
to
Etsy page that
Patreon
you wanted
in
to
the
create?
description of this
Oh,
video.
black cats and baby bats.
Yeah, we came up with that name. We thought it would be very interesting for the low key goth girl kind of situation where it's like black candles, just a whole shebang, black cats and baby bats.
That's cute.
That's adorable, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing a bracelet that I made.
I'm wearing
Right
2
now.
bracelets.
Okay.
I have a medical alert.
Welcome
My bracelet's full of weight.
to the 200th episode of Rhetoric Rabbit Hole.
Dick.
This is also episode 200?
This is episode 200.
Nice.
Right when we moved in, the first one that goes up is episode 200. I didn't plan it that way. The universe is just weird.
Did it for you?
Divine intervention.
Just like you didn't plan this episode right after the election. I
Showing
showing
Alice
Alice
in the house.
I'm glowing. That's
Yo,
how
go!
much-
Oh no!
So we got some friends here. We have Connor Spillane. And then I'm so sorry. What remind me? Nick. Nick's first time on the show. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna talk about some
What stuff?
controversial butt stuff. And then we have Raven joining us once again. David Penna from Book Club. Evan Carpenter, you know him from Book Club and also Behind the Curtain. We got Ozzy from Scarlet Magnum.
And Grava.
And there's Neef there too.
Of course I'm here.
He's always here.
I'm
Neve
always
is
here.
always Neve.
It's like Uncle Lecter. Yes, from Scarlet Magnum and also
Grava.
Grava. Yeah, that's I've seen some videos of that. That looks really cool. Can't wait
Yeah,
to see
she's
all that.
lightning in a bottle. She's incredible.
I heard a rumor that maybe we shouldn't. I don't know if you're discussing that, but y'all were on American Idol, did an audition, right? Shh. Oh well, disregard that. That I didn't say that.
Hearsay.
Well, at least it's not live. At least we're not live right now, and can't cut it out. That would be horrible.
We'll just put in like fucking Spanish fleet. Just put that over that.
And I have my friend Liz joining for the first time as well. It's been a long time coming. This is also Johnny Mac's first time coming on. You're doing a normal rabbit hole episode soon.
Indeed, on Monday.
On Monday. But since this is technically the first one, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And then we have the great and powerful brother Dusty in the corner over here. He's like, I just want to be on camera. I don't want to be on this one. I'm like, too fucking bad, Dusty. Too fucking bad.
You
But-
signed the.
but the
contract.
The Reveals album just came out. You need to check that out. They worked on
The
that a
Reveals
long time,
slapped.
and it's really fucking good.
Same people
Dusty's
continue
a
to
watcher
say
tonight.
Can we
it.
say 200 episodes? Woo!
Thank you.
We need to do an
We need to do
official
a
bow.
toast to 200.
Like actors.
Kiss him.
Yeah. What's up?
And yeah, now we're gonna talk about eggs first of all.
Yes, we are going to talk about eggs.
So let's
first
talk
of all.
about eggs.
Eggs have been demonized for about the last 40 years, talking about heart disease and everything.
Yes.
Yes, because of the parts mainly. What we've actually found out is eggs are a plentiful source of vitamin K, which prevents calcification of the arteries. Not to mention, pretty much all evidence of cholesterol has been disproven. Cholesterol is really only evil if you sit around a lot. If you're an active person, cholesterol is about as healthy as you can get. It gives you all of your hormones, regulates your entire body. So if you're a very active person, more eggs. If not, well,
This episode is brought to you by eggs.
eggs.
Is there cholesterol in pizza?
The Rhetoric Rabbit
Pretty
Hole
sure
is
there's
brought to
cholesterol
you
in
by
pizza. So I'm alright.
Project Eggs.
But pizza has tomatoes, which is a nightshade and poisonous to you. Which
Well-
is why people get heartburn, right?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to heartburn.
Shout out to heartburn. But tomatoes
Shout
are
out
good
to
though.
belladonna. Tomatoes are good.
Tomatoes are good. I don't know if they're good for you. They're good. They're good.
Unpopular opinion, tomatoes, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Cherry tomatoes or sliced tomatoes?
Oh.
Yes.
Peppers,
Yeah. Don't threaten me with good time.
Eggplant's got natural nicotine.
Yep, that's
Really?
That's the nicotine from Zins.
I'm
I'm
talking about
Wow.
pumpkins.
Yeah.
Who likes a good
Like
pumpkin
that.
spice latte that apparently is garbage nowadays because everyone's forgotten how to make them?
I make them at home way fucking better.
Nice.
What's the sauce? What's the secret?
It's come.
I got like a yes. I grow my own.
You grow your own pumpkin spice lattes, man. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
I actually forgot, before we go any further, David has a surprise for everybody.
It's just
What
a,
is this?
Don't show us your butt.
no, it's just a late Halloween treat. They're a Pokemon booster, but they only have 3 cards. They're all Halloween
You
themed.
give me Charizard.
Okay, David. I apologize. You can show us your butt.
On
It's amazing.
camera?
Oh, I can't. I was straight up innocent.
I'll
Like,
open
it will
mine
not
up.
be consensual.
Oh, you're right down.
Yeah, that's alright.
Oh.
Dude, I haven't opened Pokemon cards since I was probably like 8.
I think I had some Magic
It's
the
freaking
Gathering cards.
awesome.
Wait, where did I go?
I'm probably just
I don't
gonna
know
wait
where those went.
to just,
That's a
I don't know, just keep it in the original packaging because, you know,
I've used it.
I'm cracking.
it's gotta be like worth $1 billion on eBay or some shit.
I have some too. I don't know where I put them.
Oh, Mewtwo!
Wait, you got Mewtwo?
No, I'm joking.
Aww.
He got some thick thighs,
I'm
dude.
not supposed to open
YouTube's got those thighs.
I totally got Pikachu.
I saw a meme that was like, I like
Yeah.
like
I got Fooey Coco.
I got Holographic Pikachu.
Fooey Coco.
You got
I got Pikachu.
I got
Coco.
Culture guys, and it's literally the same chicken ever.
I got Goku.
I appreciate
Okay,
it.
let's drive to the bottom.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Pumpkaboo, I like a lot though. I like Pumpkaboo a lot.
Yes, please.
Handul.
That's edgy as hell. It's like a little Pikachu.
This just seems
Oh,
like a
oh, yeah.
pheasant relief.
We got a Pikachu too.
I also got a little
Yes,
Pikachu.
yes,
I got Pikachu.
You want Pikachu?
Dude,
Just
just
read
read
all
all
these.
these like in order fast enough.
Oh, it's got a pumpkin on it.
Augur.
Oh, we're actually gonna trade them?
Yeah, let's trade them.
Yeah.
I will give you my culture guys.
Look at this thing here.
What?
We have that one.
Akidoki. I will give you my Akidoki and my culture guys. What do you got?
For your Pikachu.
Okay, so wait, I will add lamb thumbs to it.
Near
No, see, I'm old, so I don't know. I don't guess it. I don't know these guys.
Oh,
I will trade
you. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome.
Oh, motherfuckers
I will
are
trade
already
my
trading?
for gas.
Yeah, they're already trading.
That is
Okay,
wild.
They call it a TCG.
Yeah, there we go.
My lady saved the day. She's already got a guess.
Okay, I got 3 cards. Who's got a cool card that looks super cute?
I like.
Oh, I got a couple cuties over here. Dude. I got a Hui Coke.
I got my idea.
You want to Hui Coke? Wait, look at this name.
Wait, no, read this one.
A pump kaboom.
No,
Wait, I feel like
Nice.
this
No, read this. You gotta read the best one.
I think this room's on backwards.
That's the booty.
That's something for you.
You want to get to the booty? Can we get a round of applause for David for bringing it most?
Yeah, David, bring it out. I was confused, like, I take back what I said. You can show
Well,
us
you
the
caught them
question.
all.
Alright, so what are we actually debating now?
I don't know.
We talked about eggs.
Yeah, so
You know, yeah.
who wants
Eggs,
to get
eggs, not that bad for you.
not that bad for you. Who wants to
Unless
get
you don't move.
unless you don't move. That's the main thing. Cholesterol is very bad for you if you don't move. Who said eggs are bad? There's a lot
like,
of people, man. They
who
tell
made
me
them?
every day.
But like,
That's
that's
no.
Who really-
I hadn't even heard about this
Yeah.
because fuck those people.
I've
What's
never
your
heard, I've never heard of
favorite
this
way to
either.
eat
Who's
boiled eggs, but I want it where that yolk is inside slightly yummy.
Yes.
Yummy. Yeah, exactly. It's always
Got another
slightly
one?
runny.
Oh, I want to get it inside me.
Inside.
Never
It's a suppository.
Oh,
yeah, all
totally no
comes back to the
implications
ass.
there.
How does everyone eat their eggs?
We discussed how I mean.
That's what we're discussing.
Well,
Off the
you
ass.
you just gargle raw yolk.
Yeah.
Ugh.
When you put it that way, it sounds less appealing.
I
I
like
like scrambled eggs with a lot of cheese in it. I like omelets with a whole bunch of meat and
Nice.
cheese, maybe some mushrooms.
Overrated.
onions.
I want it
It's just like a sausage omelet kind of thing.
Yeah, and then let's see, I'll take over easy because I like to have toast where it's just a little bit runny, so you can mix it with salt and pepper and then dip your toast in it.
Okay.
That's it.
I tell you, an omelet's great too, because you can use it to just get rid of any leftovers. You know,
Yeah.
cook that up in an omelet, boom, you're good to go.
Favorite side ingredient in the omelet itself, then what do you got?
Ooh, like if I'm ordering an omelet like somewhere.
No, if you're just making it yourself, what do you like to do?
Just anything.
Ooh, that's a good call. You know, I'll just take any protein that I got. Like if I did like grilled chicken or like beef for last night, just chop it up real fine, dude, and then just grab a couple tomatoes and an onion. Boom. Saute that up, get the omelet going. That's my meal. Yeah.
Real question, do you put milk in your eggs when you stir them up and pour them in?
You don't have to.
You
Yes.
don't have, you don't have
You
to.
can. You don't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. I cooked eggs like as a short order cook for a little while. Let me tell you, you don't have to, but you can.
Well, he's the most qualified here to say. I wouldn't
Yeah, that's
know.
right. Egg scientist right here.
Resident egg
Have you ever
expert.
done it where you didn't put milk in it, but you put water?
No.
And
I'm
I know.
No.
I've seen it happen
I'm
where somebody put the
offended.
water in it, and what it did, it actually just fluffed it up. That's what I know.
So water is an egg fluffer.
I'm surprised.
Water is a
Milk
professional fluffer.
Oh god.
Either milk or whipped
Having that job?
cream.
Getting fluffed by water.
Evan, I know this might be a shocker, but what if I told you I'm allergic?
To water.
Eggs.
I'm not shocked by that.
Water?
To
That
eggs,
sounds-
yeah.
You were just
You're
dying.
allergic to
Not
all
as
of
much
them?
as
Have you
yeah.
tried every kind of egg, Dowsy?
Yeah, I have allergic reactions, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
it's horrendous. Like if left untreated, it's like instant anaphylactic shock.
that's your fault.
You carry an
That's
EpiPen?
your fault. Okay.
That's such a groaner. But I carry like a little thing of emergency Benadryl on my keychain.
Keep that thing on me.
Yeah. I keep that thing on me. God damn it, Bobby.
That is a good
See me
Benadryl.
selling propane and now they're trying to call me.
Hank Trill's not copyrighted. You're good.
Yeah.
But if you weren't racist against eggs, what kind would you eat? Like, how would you prepare
How would I prepare?
Ostrich.
I mean, there's the
What?
just
Ostrich is
egg.
a
It's
method
like
of preparing eggs.
it's like this mung bean thing that behaves like egg when you cook it.
I
So
hate this.
I used to do like these just egg scrambles, and I'd throw like spinach and like tricolor peppers and onions, and then throw 2 little sausage patties on the side, and it was just a nice filling breakfast. But after a while, it's like you eat that for so long, it's like the acne starts to act up, and it's just like, oh my god, all that work for nothing. What the hell? I can't look like Mars on camera.
It's like a superpower, man. You took mung bean and made acne.
Yeah. Alternative alternate energy sources, yeah.
I'll save the day.
It's just like, wait,
Dude,
different
what the
definitions
fuck?
of real.
Oh no, I have to be mad. Oh.
You guys ever seen that?
Da-da-da.
There was like a Russian YouTuber guy. I think he got shut down. I haven't seen him in like
By Russia.
10 years. Yeah, by Russia. Putin
By
didn't want
Russia.
this getting out. He was taking fertilized chicken eggs and injecting semen into them.
Oh,
What?
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yeah, no
You
wonder
remember
the
this?
Russians were like,
Yeah.
fuck
You
that.
remember that?
I used to
Yeah,
watch
we're trying
that
to make
shit.
human
Yes.
hybrids.
Yes.
What?
This guy's
Oh,
always
just
trying to
translate
make
it.
a
Oh,
hybrid.
God.
I mean, he didn't like show. Nah.
My question, why is
What
that a
in
crime?
the Yucatan crater?
Here's the thing, I was gonna make a, when Evan said protein about in his eggs, whatever protein is laying around, I was gonna make a cum joke, but you just did it.
No, this is real life. It's not a joke. This guy came in some eggs and created, according to him, something that is not a chicken, not a human.
It was a cross in between the two.
Why is that illegal?
A shit man, is it illegal?
It's yes, you
It's
can't
a
do
crime
that.
against humanity,
I am-
technically.
A hempkin, if you will.
At least not in Russia. I don't know about America.
Yeah.
YouTube.
I
Tell
mean, if you
us.
start buying some chickens and jacking off on
I-
it, somebody might have a problem with it.
I've thought about it more than just a passive thought.
So
I
this
thought about
guy's,
how would I get fertilized.
Episode
this guy's a
201.
retarded
He
Nazi.
buys-
Chickens just lay their eggs just nonstop. They don't have to be fertilized.
But we're
Right,
trying
so
to
you
find
right,
out.
so these are specifically fertilized chicken eggs that he's taking a syringe and injecting
Oh.
cum into to make
Some
something
chicken.
different.
I wasn't. I wasn't big into the lore of his.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
real. If I was Russia, I would make that illegal too. Can you imagine like a chicken's born and it's like, hey dad. It's like now it has human rights and
Okay.
I have to deal with that.
That's kind of my
argument.
point though, is
Humanoid
that
eggs.
why it's
Humanoid
illegal?
rights,
Because you could make a human chicken hybrid, is that why it's illegal?
I'm just gonna be real. We don't have our
They're gonna
own
make a
rights
army.
situation fixed out yet. I don't need to worry about chicken human rights yet.
Well, the other thing is
But
like,
is that why it's illegal? Because you can make chicken humans?
He was trying to make
Yeah.
is it wrong to
He
wonder
was
if it
trying to
legal?
make an army. A different kind of
Yeah,
A
that's
tiny chicken head on
I'm
it?
gonna be-
There's
That sounds
potential,
about right.
if there's potential here for a chicken human army, is that what KFC is like offering people?
You know KFC
Possibly.
doesn't actually sell chicken,
It's like,
their
They
own,
probably have seen
like
it.
lab-
it's their own proprietary bird, that's why it's called KFC and not Kentucky Fried Chicken, because it's not actually
because
chicken.
it comes out with like 8 arms and 14 legs.
from all the steroids.
From chicken strap.
Yeah,
Man, is it wrong to wonder if the chicken humanoid is delicious?
I wouldn't say
That's
no.
already been
It looked
proven,
kind of
yes.
scrawny to me.
Maybe in the eyes of God, but not to me.
Would it be long?
If you're asking me, the answer is no.
was never wrong.
Would it be long chicken?
Good segue. Weirdest food anybody's eaten. Anybody got anything? I got camel. I've had camel before.
What part of the camel do you eat?
It's not the hump. It's just water. I'm assuming the haunches, like you would any type of bi or quadpedal animal like that.
Catches those just like a steak of
Yeah, literally just like take the camel, you look the
Gotta
leg,
run, I'll
you
be right back,
chainsaw that
guys.
thing off. I don't know how to do it.
I
Man.
think maybe the weirdest thing I've ever eaten is an egg.
What?
What
I mean,
kinda
think
egg?
about it. Eggs are pretty fucking weird.
Wait,
That's
that's
a
a chicken
chicken.
shell, man.
That's a chicken's period, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
chicken period.
That's pretty weird.
I've had
Cow milk is also pretty weird.
Yeah.
Any milk,
Yeah.
except okay, hold on. Actually, is it weirder to drink a cow's milk or a human's milk
Yes.
as an adult?
Oh,
As an adult,
human's milk for sure, I think.
But that's more natural. Why are you drinking a cow's tit? Why are you
I'm
doing-
not,
are you doing
I'm
that?
lactose intolerant.
can I throw a speculation out there that you know, unless
Good save.
unless you freeze the milk's gonna go bad. So if she was consenting, of course, and she was just like, hey, I got this milk that's just coming
Hey,
out,
we're
like,
Did the cow consent? So human milk is less strange than cow.
they have proven that some cows actually get off on the whole milking thing. They like the cow will actually be like, "Whoa."
How do they prove?
So
Whoa. This blew
It's-
my
a
mind.
lot of
And the cow's mine,
farms
apparently.
they'll like the cow will like the cows will like choose when they want to get milked and they like, oh, I guess I got time here.
They'll
Like,
wander themselves up into
Yeah,
the
they'll
milking
like
station.
go up into the machine and they know what's gonna happen and they kind of get situated and then somebody latches them up and they're like, alright, because if you don't milk them, then it's just kind of like sitting
So,
in there and it just gets.
I think I just
aggravated.
unlocked a new
Hypo-
fetish.
Hypothesis: the cow feels
Milking.
pain because it's not being milked. It gets milked. It no longer feels the pain. It feels good,
Hey,
and
I'll
so
just
it
shut that
learns programming to
Yeah.
go to the milking station.
It's another
Yeah.
interesting thing is like
Okay,
people
bye.
that don't like wool. If you don't like shear a sheep, it just like gets infected and it fucking dies.
Oh yeah, there was a case of that in Australia a couple of years ago. They lost a sheep for like 15 years, and it comes out and it's a giant poop ball,
Yeah.
and it basically could not move anymore. It was like,
Did
wandering
you guys
through
know
the
that
hills.
sheep's name was Shrek? I read that article. The sheep's
So
name is Shrek. Did you know that?
Boom.
Yeah, you're back.
I did not know that.
Does anybody
Fun fact for the listeners.
Do you know the origin of Shrek?
The origin. Going into that, modern cattle have reached the point where they can no longer sustain themselves in the wild due to antibiotics and steroids that we've given them. Not to mention the fact that we facilitate the birth rates by pulling the cattle out of the mother, and most of those baby cows would actually have just died in the barn. So if we were just to release cows in the wild now, the entire population would die out effectively.
Whereas pigs just turn back into horrible monsters.
Grow tusk hair, the whole
Yeah,
shebang.
in a
It's
couple
like
weeks,
3
yeah.
weeks,
I
dude.
know.
My dad grew up on a farm and he said the same thing. He was like, I don't like pigs because if you don't tend to them for about a week, they are destructive, will destroy the whole habitat. and
Yeah, I don't
keep
like
them
pigs
out.
either.
I like
Man, okay, the first time I met a pig, because I'm a city.
Fuck the pigs.
It was a baby pig. I think his name is Pooh. I used to call it Pickles because that's way more fun. So Pickles crawled up into my lap and immediately went to sleep. And I'm like, oh shit, I know why you're baking now. I'm like, you just met me.
Yeah, you just came straight up. Do you want to be eaten?
You don't know who I am. You tried to eat the buttons on my coat, tried to eat some of my beer, and then you went to sleep. Like, what if I was offended by those things?
Yeah.
Damn pigs.
Fucking pig.
No,
Fuck
it's
fucking
normal.
pigs.
It did not even fuck self-preservation, dude. That pig, when it was like, it had to go to the bathroom. And it's like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. And so my buddy Pete, whose pig it was, he would try and take it outside, and it would lose its goddamn mind. Like, no, I don't want to go outside, and just get walking right around the house and scream.
Everyone's screaming, shitting everywhere, arresting people for no reason. It's
Yep.
horrible.
It was supposed to be one of those miniature pigs. It's not. It's a big pig now.
I don't think there's such thing as miniature pigs.
there is
I've
no-
never heard about
Yeah,
someone whose
yeah.
miniature pig stayed living.
There's
But
I had
a
a-
special diet
when I
to
went
keep
through-
them small.
That's horrible.
When I went through a luthier school that I can't name, obviously, on while we're
This is the
on
one
here,
down the
I had
street?
someone who was down.
I
I had someone
You can't.
who actually had his wife had been talked into owning miniature pygmy pigs, and they found out that genetically there's no such thing as pygmy
No.
pig. It either is like it's just a runt and it does not grow anymore, which is I believe the calorie deficit diet to keep them small until they
Jeez.
reach adulthood,
That's fucking
or it's just a
horrible.
full-grown pig. And
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times, it's like, oh, we're gonna sell you this pygmy pig, and then it grows up into like a 300, 400
Oh, yeah.
pound monster.
That's pretty much what happened to a friend of mine. Now it lives on a farm, which is pretty cool. I also went to the same establishment in Los Angeles.
And now you live on a farm.
No, I don't.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't live on a farm. No, I live in Madison, the suburb. It's where I feel at home.
I like Madison.
Based.
What year was it?
2009.
2017. So it's
Yeah.
that's a while after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
It's cool. I mean, school isn't really my bag of tricks.
Does anyone have any shows coming up?
Yes.
When is your next show coming up?
November 20th at the basement.
You
said
said
band
Which
for me?
band?
Yes, Karma Vulture. Yeah, right.
Karma
thank you.
Vulture.
Karma Vulture.
Karma
Yeah.
Vulture, November 20th at the basement.
I
With the Dangerous Method.
yeah, it was Dangerous Method,
Sorry.
and
And another band that they're from out of town.
okay, great. That makes me feel slightly less bad.
Yeah. Any other shows coming up?
Yes.
Johnny Merrick.
I got November 16th at the Bird Nest. With 5. I'm looking up all the details because it is. I'm with Sugar Skulls. Everly Michelle. I believe she's from Colorado. And then, do you guys know like Houston the Phantom? Some of you.
I've heard the name before, but I'm not
He's doing a new kind of electronic thing called 5N2. So that's gonna happen, and I don't know, it should be really cool. It's more of an electronic show. And they said the Bird Nest, DM for address type shit.
Hell yeah.
While we're on music, we have an announcement.
Yeah.
We are actually working on a project right now, 8 songs at this point. I believe Julian has 3 songs written. I've got one that is about 90% already done and recorded. I think we have like a second chorus that we need to record. And I've already got outro and everything, so it's just putting it all together effectively, and we're done with that. And then we got just another 3-4 songs, and that will be done. So hopefully within the next year or 2, we'll be
That's
ready to
awesome.
get it done.
Whenever that comes out is when we should do like a official rabbit hole episode.
Awesome.
And we'll talk about
I would do one
eggs,
before
we'll
that.
talk about all of that stuff.
What genre?
What genre? We do EDM, goth, rock, hardcore. It is not limited at all. Jillian's music, as far as we can put out to the world, would be more akin to goth club music. The music that we're writing together would be heavily influenced by EDM bands such as The Prodigy, Skinny Puppy, and various other more darker bands, I believe would be the best way to say it. And then the hardcore bands that we're kind of influencing are pretty much Ministry, going really into like very heavy beated, like kind of feel to it. So we're very excited to do it.
What's the title? What's the name of the band?
No titles or anything right now. We're trying to keep everything as like low as we can and just release the information as we actually have real things to give out.
It's still in the works, I guess.
Yes, thank you.
Understood.
Cool.
Thank you. Where'd my man go? I feel like
Ozzy?
Yeah.
Ozzy went to so Jackson ordered a pizza.
Oh, got it.
And did it come through here? Did
Yeah.
you go on that
Yeah,
way?
Ozzy went upstairs.
He went to deliver it upstairs, and I heard him as I was walking out. He's like, as payment, I need a slice of this pizza. And I was like, that's fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why I would offer to go get pizza too.
So everyone, go eat Jackson's pizza.
That would be
That'd be
very
so funny.
cool. And
We'll bring
so
the
funny.
camera with us. It's like, hey, we're about to eat Jackson's entire pizza.
No, and even better, just bring it down here and casually get it on camera.
Take him
Like,
down
right
the
now,
stairs
I
and
can
grab
pull
it.
it out like right now.
I know Jackson lived here. I just let him like get pizza. I was like, what's happening?
And I was just talking about craving pizza.
If anybody's interested in hearing anything from the song that we've worked together, we do have a good minute and a half. We don't have to do it on the podcast, just if anyone is interested. And it's already professionally laid out, so it's not just like a demo style.
Is that online now?
No,
Yeah.
we've got it just like
Okay.
the files ready
So
to go.
just I guess reach out to you guys if that's something that people want.
Oh yeah, if anybody wants to actually hear anything for whatever reason, by all means.
Are you guys on socials?
Not yet. We want to definitely have a foundation before we move forward with anything. We don't want to start throwing stuff out there and then like most bands come across, it's just like light gets in the way kind of thing and nothing goes with it.
So
Well-
just kind of teasers right now.
Well, I don't know what the next recorded rabbit hole episode going up is, but next week you can catch us again with a live stream. Me and Evan, we started a new thing called Behind the Curtain, which is like a news roundup. Evan curates news throughout the month and then tells me different news stories, and I have to guess which ones are real, and he makes fake ones too. And when we started it, I was like, this is gonna be too easy. It's gonna be obvious which ones are real and which ones aren't.
No.
But Evan is a fucking mastermind. He's a fucking criminal mastermind.
I got it with both of them. So I brought 10 news stories. 2 of them were fake. Fooled them on both counts, baby. You should tune in for the next one, viewers. It's gonna be even better.
I'll tune in for that. Not the biggest
So-
of my favorite.
Hey, we're also we will take additional guests on there too.
True
We'll
or
talk later.
false?
Yes.
Donald Trump won the last election.
Which one of the
True or
last
false?
How crazy are you
Was
guys?
this real or not?
How crazy are you guys getting with the headlines? We were joking around with it, and we were like, "Man gets 5 guinea pigs shoved up ass." Like, is it going that crazy? with it?
The problem is his
I
were
got it.
mundane and very specific. Had lots of names that I'm like, he didn't make up all these fucking names.
Yeah.
And it's like the longest one, and it's super hyper specific. And I'm like, okay, well, I know it's not that one.
This guy learned Arabic
But
just
it
so he
was.
can troll.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready? Here's the headlines. You guys remember the Conkers controversy with that, like,
Okay.
not on a string guy? That was one of them. Real. Pumpkin weighing 2,471 pounds wins California contest.
Real?
Woman pleads guilty to trying to smuggle 29 turtles across a Vermont lake into Canada by kayak.
Real?
Yup.
I can believe that.
Washington State woman calls 911 after being hounded by up to 100 raccoons.
Yes.
False?
No, that was real. Mud Beer and Cash annual wife carrying championship attracts competitive couples to Maine.
That's real. I've
Yes,
seen
that's
that.
a-
Yeah, that's real. Yep.
have
We
you seen
got Montana man gets 6 months in prison for cloning giant sheep and breeding it. That's real.
Is he breeding with it?
This is the
This is the chicken.
Chicken.
I mean, I'm Irish, so I gotta ask.
Okay, I got Alex's one. Do you guys remember the monoliths that were appearing around the world back during like 2020? Yeah. I got one. 2 monoliths appeared in Montana. Who's behind these mysterious objects? That's a fake one. And my other
There was
fake
so
one.
much detail.
Oh, my other
He
fake
wrote
one
a
was great.
whole article.
This one's really good. Catano, Puerto Rico, and Kingman, Arizona, latest to join Sister Cities of Rum agreement. That was my fake one, dude. I made up a bunch of shit on this.
Dude, my parents live right just the next town over from Kingman.
Oh no shit! Yeah, so they have Diamond something distillery. Okay. Desert Diamond distilleries out there,
Yeah.
and Catano, Puerto Rico is the home of Bacardi rum. So I made up this fake story where it's like they're joining this rum international agreement, and they just got admitted, but there was a bunch of political controversy.
I played at the Desert Bar out there. It's
No
like
shit,
a 45
awesome.
minute drive through what they call a road. That is very loosely defined in this context. I get very car sick, so like having to go there and then play was that's the thing.
I think
I got out of the car and was like, everything's not moving anymore, which is great but also confusing.
Yeah, it's like you get your sea legs back for a second.
Yeah.
I think my favorite, like what could possibly be fake headline was the LA riots one, where apparently 1 million+ people called into the police to be like, "What are all these things in the sky?" Because the whole city had shut down its lights. No one had seen the stars for so many years that people were calling into police to be like, "What is all of this?" And the meme is usually Ted Kaczynski's face from being like zooming in onto the screen.
Having lived in LA for a long time, people are stupid. I don't know if they're that stupid. I don't know if they're like,
Some
what
of
are
those people,
stars
they
stupid?
never left. They never left that city in their life. I believe that. LA's so big. Are you from LA?
Mhm.
Have you met someone who has not actually left the city?
Everyone else that I know.
Exactly. Because LA is so big, it is feasible that you could travel like 2 or 3 hours and still almost technically be on the outskirts of LA.
Oh yeah, you're still in
That's
Los
LA
Angeles County.
County though.
If you
LA
pick,
You're not in the city.
if you pick the wrong time, you could drive 2 or 3 hours and not actually get anywhere at all.
Oh, you're just talking about downtown traffic.
Oh no. It's not downtown. It's just everywhere.
It could be
Ugh.
Hollywood.
There are 25 million
I got a
people.
friend who
Valley.
lives up in San Francisco, and he takes one of the subways that they got up there.
Oh, nice. They have those in San Francisco.
Yeah,
They
and
don't
he's
know it.
He's like, "Oh, it's like an hour. It's not too bad. It's like traffic we
Yeah,
have
sure.
back in Tennessee and everything." He's like, "I wouldn't drive there." I was like, "Why wouldn't you drive there?" He's like, "Yeah, that hour of traffic turns into like 4 hours when you're
100%.
trying to get into San Francisco in a car." He's like, "There's no parking anywhere, so everyone's fighting. I'm viciously fighting to try to just get into one parking space."
And then when you do find a parking space in San Francisco, a homeless person takes all your things or takes a shit in there.
completely fair.
It's sick, man.
Oh yeah, let's talk about
It's a
that.
good. It's a good
It
feature.
is known.
San Francisco has a poop app.
And they do the poop map.
Yep, the poop map, so you will know
LA doesn't bother to
exactly.
tell you.
And about at this point, it's just completely brown across the map at this point. So
Wait, is this an app to report poops?
yes,
Yes.
yes, it is.
When they see human shit, they're like, there's human shit there.
You ever do the Google Maps and it's like, there's a traffic stop coming up. Is it still there? You're like, yes, it's like that for poop. It's like, is this poop still here? Yes.
That might be the most useful invention I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Not when the whole street is covered in poop though, because it's like, yes, I do know there is
It's
poop
like,
on
yeah,
the street.
yeah, no shit.
It's like Grindr for fecal fetishes, you know?
Just follow the poop.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, yes, sir, I will.
Oh, be a poop. Ooh.
Fecal fetishes.
Oh, piece of poop. Piece of poop.
We're on fecal fetishes now.
Yeah.
Now we're
wait,
into
no.
we're locking it
That's
in.
my fault.
Next
How's that my
topic.
fault?
I always, anytime someone brings up
sorry.
like poop fetishes, I always think of Professor Brothers. You guys remember that? They did the Washington song. They had a show on Adult Swim at one point. And there's this one dude, and he's like, it got so bad in Sodom and Gomorrah that people couldn't even get aroused unless they were having sex with the face of God or eating poop in their mouth.
Whoa.
I think
Pretty
it's
sure
all
that's
some other.
Pretty sure that's not in the Bible.
Well,
Pretty
The
sure.
Sodom and Gomorrah is
did you
definitely in the
miss-
Bible.
Did you miss
The
that?
eating shit, I don't know about. Oh wait, no.
No, they did say that.
Ezekiel bread. There's in
Oh, come on.
Ezekiel.
Calling it shit's a little.
Okay.
I mean, it's not great bread.
Okay,
so.
now hold
So-
on.
But before we
I
continue,
have
For
returned
India-
like Douglas MacArthur in the fucking
In
Philippines.
India, they throw shit at each other.
They just eat
Celebration.
cow poop in India.
That's not how I celebrate.
they do it a little differently.
Don't tell me to
You.
start celebrating. No, I'm just Filipino. That's all. You don't get it.
Ozzy, do you have any shows coming up? Scarlet Magnum,
Um,
your other project.
I think we got a few Grava shows coming up, but with Scarlet Magnum, I just want to take it a little bit easy. My voice is kind of paying the consequences of screaming every night. But
Nothing on the books.
nothing on the books right now, but we are, shall we say, cooking. Some sweet, tasty, nifty magic.
Poop.
So
Some sweet, tasty poop.
Who invited
You're
me,
like a
you know?
fly.
yeah, just bro
No, you're the
entered.
guest of honor.
Bro entered his what's it called? Like his little CIA complex. He's a fly on the wall, but he's just like a giant camera.
Did you know once you are a fly on the wall, like you can't go back and be a person?
Exactly.
Whoa.
I know,
Like
right?
holy,
Whoa.
like what in the
What would it
Jeff
be
Goldblum?
worth
What
it?
the hell?
What would it be worth it to be a fly on the wall for where you don't come back to being a person?
Ooh,
Gotta think about it.
yeah.
The Cramps wrote a song about it. Actually, they wrote a song about the movie
About not being able to return back to human after becoming a fly.
Yeah,
I don't believe you.
That's why I said what in the Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, well, that's a remake of it.
Oh, it's a remake.
Yeah.
Oh,
they-
shit.
Yeah, the Cramps wrote a song about the original.
What?
It's about
Wait,
being
what?
a fly on the wall.
It's about turning yourself into a fly.
That wasn't the question. If
Well,
you could
that's
be a fly on the wall,
And you couldn't turn back. That's
You
what
couldn't-
happened. You became a fly and
Oh,
you couldn't turn
shit.
back.
okay. That is literally what happened.
With, I mean, you know, it's-
What would be worth it?
You can poop.
You could
poop.
poop.
I mean,
You could poop.
you can do that shit all the time.
Actually. All right, we'll put that on pros for turning into a fly and not being able to turn back. You can poop.
well, I mean, like, how semantic
You
are we
can
getting?
eat poop. That's two.
How semantic are we getting with? I mean, like, what if you could get a tiny little flying drone? Like, then you could be a fly on the wall and a person.
No. You turn into a fly, and you can be a fly on the wall for any situation.
Kim and Ray J,
History.
easy. I said Kim and Ray J, easy. That's
What is Kim and Ray J?
Google it.
Okay.
Yeah, consult the source material, Alex. You'll find it real quick.
You'll
I have a follow-up
I was-
question.
Eve,
Do I-
can you blow it up on the screen?
Yeah, please do actually.
Okay, I got a question while you're looking that up. Do I have the lifespan of a fly? Like when I get turned into a fly, do I have basically 2 weeks left?
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, so I would want to pick something that lasts a few days.
Oh,
Like-
you want to find the most dramatic house ever so that you can just chill in that and just really get into the human experience, man.
Yeah, but if you are a fly, wouldn't you want to find shit?
That's not fair.
So wait, a
Wait,
shitty
Wait, so he's a
situation.
fly, not a fly human.
Oh, Burning Man. Dude, Burning Man. Just go watch shit going on at Burning Man, and there's plenty of poo-poo around there, man. You'll be fine.
Oh, I do remember this. Okay. I remember 2007.
Alex, I mean, it was supposed to be just a stupid joke, and then you were like, I don't know what you're talking about. I
No.
was like, oh no.
This is serious.
All I was gonna
This
say
is serious.
is just count your blessings that you didn't see this before.
Serious shit. Back to shit. You could be a fly on the wall. Your answer was Kim and Ray J. That's what you would give up being a human for. Is a sex tape with Kim Kardashian from 2007.
Isn't that what? I thought that was a pretty reasonable answer.
That's I'm not shaming.
The fact that you found it on the internet in like 2 seconds.
I mean, I don't think it's worth being a fly on the wall for
That's kind of
because
the
you
joke. That
can.
was the whole.
Oh, you're actually gonna pull up
Are
your
you,
tape?
wait, is this on the stream? Are you sharing the screen to the recording?
No, it's not on the screen.
Okay, this is for us.
Okay, we are watching.
Yeah, I forgot
Kim and
this
Ray
is
J
for
watch.
us.
We're not watching it.
No, we are. Listen to him.
I'm pulling up the Google.
No, we're watching this entire porno.
IMDb page
Oh,
for
they
the
do have
sex
it already.
tape. Did you guys see that?
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's
Well,
IMDb page.
It was arranged.
Oh, there's an IMDb page for that.
Yeah.
No way.
Actors
I mean,
too.
her mom.
Our mom's the one that released it.
Which one was
Yeah,
directed?
that's disgusting.
Her mom released it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
who's the cameraman?
Kim Kardashian's entire
Ray J.
Same was kind of the whole situation.
And
Is
then
that
like
the
at the end,
family
it's like a
is
little
like,
discount code for
you're
rent.
a whore.
Everyone's-
You take that dick.
The Kardashians are billionaires because of that.
Literally, the mom was like, "You take that dick, and I'm gonna
Enter
release it
code
all
in
over the
20
internet
for
to
20
everybody."
I'm not joking. It's not good. It's a real thing.
That's you
The
didn't know
mother
that?
is an abusive mother.
This is why the Kardashians are billionaires because of that sex tape.
There you go.
I wanted to witness the birth of the Kardashian empire, Alex. That's why.
I thought it was a silly answer. It's not. It's not. It's serious.
Well, now
So
I'm
would
upset.
you
I don't
go?
think I'm silly. It's just wow.
Then again, I mean, would you take a penis for $10 billion?
Fuck yeah! Way less money than that.
Way less. $5 even.
$5.
Too much money. $1.
$1.
Would you take a penis for $1, Alex?
Well, it's like the old joke, you know, like a man walks up to a beautiful woman and is like, "Would you have sex with me for $1 million?" And she's like, "Of course I would. What am I, an idiot?" And he's like, "Okay, can I ask you another question?" She's like, "Of course you can." He's like, "How about $1?" She goes, "What kind of woman do you think I am?" He's like, "We've already established that. We're just negotiating a price."
Yeah. Let's be honest. Anything is for sale.
When it comes to Alex,
Your-
anything's
your
for
first-
sale.
Yes,
Yeah.
your firstborn child for sale.
Some people's firstborn children
If you
are
don't think
for
that's
sale.
true,
It kind of reminds me of a George
You're wrong.
Carlin quote, in all honesty. It's like, what are we going to tell the Intergalactic Council of Ministers the first time one of our teenage mothers throws her newborn baby into a dumpster?
Damn!
What
Look,
a
my,
George Carlin quote. Holy
my
fuck.
armpits are not for sale. I'm official on the table here. If you guys want to buy my body tonight, like armpits are not for sale.
you
don't
have
get to touch
you
these.
have a breaking
You
point.
don't get to touch.
You
these.
have a breaking point. If it's not money, it's like I'm gonna kill this person. That's your betting. At that point, that's your selling point. But I will have those armpits. One way or another.
Trying to sneak on camera.
Here we are.
Thank
8 a.m.
you.
Nick's trying to clean the dishes. Help Alex clean after his party. And Alex slowly sneaking behind.
It's responsive. I don't care.
I was hoping you guys would get closer.
Scrumptious. Oh yeah.
There's a reason why it moved on.
There's a movie like that coming out with Hugh Grant.
With armpits?
No,
It's actually
With
called
Mormons.
It's called with Mormons and
Mormons.
armpits.
It's called Heretic, and it's like
Hair, it's
a couple of Mormon girls are like going door to door preaching. Relatable, been there, and they go into this weird guy's house and he kidnaps them, and then creates this elaborate scheme for them to get out of the house.
Thanks, Obama.
I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Obama.
Thanks for
That's where I was
ruining
going.
this entire
Thank
movie.
you.
damn.
How much more of the
Yeah,
movie
thanks,
do you know?
Obama.
Damn, son.
Living in Obama's America.
Thanks for the drone strikes.
Thank you. Oh yeah, thanks for the drone strikes, Obama.
I want to get really racy real quick. I think it's really
dude.
weird
This is
that
our place.
Obama went on national television as a half white, half black man and tried to tell the brothers that they were in the wrong. I think I'm just calling it right now. That did not resonate well with a lot of African American people, and boom, that's my opinion.
If you live in clown world, it makes fucking perfect sense.
Most of the
Let's just go ahead and go to close.
Washington DC.
most people that are like very strongly anti-racist practice a lot of very strong racism.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
my
It's like, you ever see the what woke and white supremacists have in common? Great video.
Oh yeah, it's like the Babylon Bee released that, right?
I think it was, I forget the guys.
It's like a white saviorism where it's
Yeah.
like
It's like all the
Oh,
white
we
people
gotta
living in
help.
Mexico City.
we gotta help the black people because they just won't be able to do it on their own.
In the-
it's like
in-
that's the most racist
That's
thing
the most
you've ever
fucked
said.
up
In the
Yeah,
movie
absolutely.
tropes, you have different ones. Atticus from To Kill a Mockingbird,
Yeah.
for instance, is like magical white person who saves the day and is held by a hero by the black population. In another sense, you have the magical Negro who is like the black person who must save the day to do that. And these are all like racist stereotypes that we commonly put in the movies. Please continue.
I just want
Or please go on.
slight side note. Have you read the second one? Or like
What
I
was the
guess
name
the
of the
first
second
one,
one?
Ghost Out of Watchmen. Have
Yes,
any
I
of you
actually
guys read that?
I have read it.
Dude, that's a third level to it. Like they totally flip Atticus on his head. He becomes like a kind of like that white savior sort of thing. It feels like his motivations get totally flipped in that. So that adds a third dimension to it.
I thought the second one was called to kill a parrot or maybe save
Yeah, it's the pirate theme one, To Kill a Parrot.
Atticus
To revive
on
a
the pirate ship. R Scout.
PR. Everything will be
Scouty
fine.
want a cracker.
Scouting water.
Is that a parrot on your shoulder or you just have this?
It's a tumor.
If we're
Thanks
going
for asking.
His name is Steve.
If we're continuing on the talk we're talking about right now, does anyone want to bring up how interesting it is that the Latin American movement and community has shifted to the right effectively?
I don't think it's shifted.
It's kind of always been there.
they've
Yeah.
been
You think it's
forever
always
there.
been there?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they historically they usually have voted Democrat, so it has been at least some level of shift in the last 4 years. They do worship Catholic, if I remember correctly, almost predominantly in Mexico. However, because of a lot of political beliefs where they were against the white establishment, they did vote left, if I remember correctly. So they have done some level of shifting, at least on a socioeconomic level.
I do know that legal immigrants usually vote right because they really don't like illegal immigration if they've come here through a legal process.
Would that be
Because there's usually a reason they left, right?
I would say, is that I don't want my new country to become like Mexico, or
That's-
I don't want my job to be taken by an
It's-
illegal
yeah.
immigrant when I legally move
I think
here.
it's more like there's a reason I left.
It's usually
Okay.
communism
And it's-
and they don't want
yeah.
more of it.
They'd rather not be a part of that.
And a lot of them, if you spent the time that it takes to gain citizenship, and which is it blows my
Pain in the
mind,
ass.
how much more they end up knowing about the country
Then we know.
than
Yeah.
we all do.
Could be a level
Yeah.
of resentment.
What
too.
year was the Declaration of Independence?
You're gonna feel some kind of way.
What
about
day was
somebody-
Americans' actual independence though?
July 2nd,
July 3rd.
July 3rd. Oh,
July 3rd. It was signed the day of and officially announced on the 4th, which is
Oh,
why we
okay.
celebrated on the 4th. Just to give
I
you
thought it
an
was
idea of
actually
how
signed
little
on
we
the
often
2nd.
know. They do go through a lot of that, and thank you for bringing that up.
And so you're gonna feel some kind of way if you did that. It took you years sometimes.
And some guy just kind of walks in and
And then, you
takes
know,
a
yeah,
similar
and then-
job to you.
Especially if they come and take jobs from you, or it's not even a take job thing, that's often a trope that's used. It's, you remove the opportunity.
Quick shout.
And when things are hard enough and people aren't able to get employment to begin with, you add stress to that.
Well, the reason there is no border security is lobbyists being pressured by big business to, we can get cheaper labor this way. Companies want
That's a,
open
that's,
borders. Because now you have all
that
these
was a
people
big thing for
that
a long time.
you don't have to pay them accordingly because
But most
they're
of
just
those,
happy to have a job, right?
Well, that-
It's like,
but most of those major corporations are moved out of the country. Which is why we're in such a strain now. Because when you have a bunch of people coming here being promised things, and people that are already here barely have it and can barely find employment, you run into what we run into now.
Well, that's kind of why the Republican Party did actually flip this election. Bernie Sanders, I like to cite him as a more neutral source, has openly stated that the Democrat Party has forsaken the working class man, so to speak, and that is why the Democrats actually lost the election, not due to any form of bigotry. Let's not be dramatic about this. Flat out, the last couple of years, we have seen record rates of people going through college not getting through jobs. Young men who just cannot afford to survive without having multiple roommates. Even young women too, depending on the state that you're living in. I really feel Bernie Sanders has really opened up the gate to like it's okay to criticize Democrats finally.
Yeah.
And I think that is a positive thing.
I really like Bernie for that, is he's anti-establishment.
I'm
I love
kind of
that.
wondering what would have happened had Bernie Sanders actually run back in 2016. Please correct me.
2016.
The thing I like about Bernie is he's a real human being. He's an actual human. He's not a fucking
He's not
reptile.
another puppet for the establishment.
Yes.
His stock portfolio says that he is.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
correction. That's kind of like Hillary Clinton putting all of her money into healthcare and then healthcare
Yeah.
skyrocketing in a couple of years. She's now unbelievably rich to the point she could have nothing in common with us. She could never empathize or understand us at this point.
Exactly.
But that's because she's a lizard person.
Because have you guys seen that video of Hillary coughing up an egg?
Oh, no. Dang it! It's like this little.
Speaking of eggs.
It all
It's all back eggs.
How much would you eat Hillary Clinton's egg for?
Fuck
And,
no.
and if you were to do it, how would you cook it?
Would I turn into a demon spawn as well, or is
Yeah.
that just more of a herd?
Poached.
Yes. You would turn into Hillary.
Oh my god.
There can only be one though, so you have to fight.
You have
each
to
other
fight
back
to the
first.
death now.
Yeah.
The Hillary that
Yeah.
exists is not the first Hillary. That's like the 85th
The
Hillary.
30th iteration of Hillary.
Like Duncan from
Highlander, but it's Hillary Clinton.
Here's something that it deals with politics, but we can move away a little bit. The Epstein stuff.
Oh,
Let's talk about that real quick with how crazy that's getting. You notice how Hillary has stepped out of the political limelight, so to speak, within the last year or two, as we found out that her husband's name was on many of those Epstein lists. Granted,
Yeah.
Trump was on those lists too, but not to say that that means anything, but I do think it's a little suspicious that Hillary so strongly pulled away.
yeah.
Because she was always very vocal throughout her career.
I mean, like being Bill Clinton's wife and former Secretary of State. I mean, like,
Well, I don't want to jump too much, but we are on rhetoric rabbit hole.
yeah.
Pizzagate. Now we have Bill Clinton literally tied to pedophilia, and Pizzagate might legitimately
It's not rabbit
be
hole
a
if we
real
don't
thing.
know pizza.
Yeah, but like, why do they have to besmirch the good name of pizza? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What did pizza do?
Like, seriously.
Leave pizza alone.
Pizza Gate, you could make it like fucking Anchovy Gate or like some other disgusting shit.
Sardine Gate.
Yeah, thank you.
Celery gate.
Celery Gate. Yeah.
Fuck celery.
Zipper Gate.
If I remember correctly, did they start that because it was internet slang like cheese pizza, CP?
It
I
was
have no idea.
it was some of those like Podesta emails too. They were talking about like organizing pizza parties.
Dude, Podesta as Linkin Park singer, what's his name?
Chester Bennington.
Chester Bennington's father is legitimate. As Chester Bennington got older, I have seen so many pictures of them superimposed on top of each other.
What?
Podesta is 100%, okay, 99.9% Alice. 99.9% Chester Bennington's father. It is not a joke. There's a chance. So yeah.
So you're
Damn.
saying there's a chance.
They were 100%. It was mainly when Bennington started getting a little bit older, a little bit sagging in specific genetic lines that would happen with your same father or mother, or
And also
anything like
stress
that.
and drug addiction just further exacerbates.
Well, not to mention if
that.
his father is Podesta child molestation, he was definitely being molested.
Oh yeah.
Not to mention, Chris Cornell from Soundgarden also committed suicide, and apparently
Roughly around the same time.
And apparently he was linked to some form of sex abuse from in the early 90s.
Whoa!
Dude, you want to talk about Pizzagate is actually went from one of the most unbelievable, like, this is fake, to one of the, like, oh no, our politicians are legitimately child molesters.
I mean, but wait, I don't think I know the full storyline. What's like the 10 items or less kind of.
Effectively, it started out as some little stupid thing where people were trying to make fun of particular politicians and like falsify information.
Yeah.
And they might have accidentally or coincidentally walked into like, I've learned too much information. I actually need to like get the fuck out of here kind of
No
situation.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
It started as a joke. It got real too fast. Is effectively
Right.
what we're getting at.
Okay.
Aliens.
A lot of this.
Chester Bennington didn't kill himself for no reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think there was like
To give some quick,
I
just
mean,
like, go ahead, sorry.
I can't remember who exactly. I can't remember who exactly it was, but there were like 3 singers that like killed themselves. and,
Chris
like,
Cornell, Chester Bennington,
There was-
anything you could name at that point.
I mean, like those were like the big 2 that happened in 2017. There was a third one that happened like in quick succession of one another.
Mhm.
Like I'm.
Can we talk about New
so-
Lincoln Park?
Yeah.
Well, it really has to do with the Me Too movement in general. It did, if I remember correctly, Me
Lincoln
Too
Park
did
does?
get its most traction in 2017, 18,
Yeah,
somewhere in
right
there.
after
Yeah.
Trump got his first presidency. Yeah.
Which the Me Too movement was its own thing because what's her face? Dario Argento's daughter, I could not tell you her name, Miss Argento, ended up molesting a child herself, and she was the
Wow.
leader of the Me Too movement. Asia Argento. Excuse me, what is the term you use when we don't actually like legally have gone through it?
Allegedly.
Allegedly measured. The dude came out and was like, she took me to a hotel room and she touched me. Like that's how he came out with it.
Molester people.
Yeah. And then we had Weinstein and whatnot. So Chester Bennington coming out during the Me Too movement and then coincidentally killing himself is a little too coincidental.
It's what we call sus.
Sucks.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him
Yeah, that's
at
right.
the same
No
time.
cap.
I mean, like,
No cap, that's a little skippity.
as the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as
No
the
cap.
crystal,
On God, that's a little skippity.
Now you're speaking
Yeah.
my language.
it's
Now I know
still-
what's going on.
I didn't know what was going on before.
No
but
caps
damn, I
on
was
God.
Alright,
I mean,
I'm
I think
derailing
there were,
it.
like,
Straight
other-
derailing the conversation.
Sure,
Oh goddamn!
No, we're going here now. What do we think about the New Lincoln Park singer?
Eggs.
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 Eggs. Does anyone contest that?
Who? Well, I like eggs more than
Has
I like.
anyone listened to the new Linkin Park
No.
singer?
I've
Who hasn't listened to him? Me? I have not listened to him. So that
Honestly,
tells you all you
I
need.
listened to it.
I've
It's
listened to
not
a few
good.
things on
It's
1029 The Buzz, like one of the new singles that they dropped.
When you listen to 102.9 before, bro, I can get you Spotify.
Is that old?
Because I don't have premium.
I listened to it in
What the
4 or
fuck is
5.
radio?
Yeah, I was listening
what's
to
the radio?
one of
That's
the
not
newer Linkin Park
Like, what's the
singles,
newspaper?
and
Yeah.
it's like
What are words?
it sounds like a completely different band, but at the same time, it does stack up. I mean, like she's
Do
got
you-
the
do you
chops.
know-
like more
Okay.
power to her, you know.
Fair enough. It is a
But
song.
Mike just sounds like incredibly worn
It
out.
is. It sounds like it costed hundreds of thousands of dollars. It
So if she was
it
in
is a song.
if she was in a different
Do you
band,
know-
it would actually highlight her career because
She
the
was
rest
in
of
another
Linkin
band.
Park is kind of like.
But people hate
Yeah,
me.
and I mean, and also Brad stepped down from touring because I don't know
But
why.
do you guys know
Fucking
about?
Brad, man.
Do you guys
It's
know
always
about the
Brad's fault.
controversy around?
Oh
this
yeah,
singer?
Scientology and all that. Yeah.
She's a Scientologist.
Oh.
Has not publicly renounced Scientology.
Oh, so she's a dipshit too.
So it's like well, it's hard to come out of a cult because like Scientology will fucking tail you
Absolutely.
and like make your life a living hell.
I feel Tom Cruise would be the most loved
It's not-
man ever if he just got rid of
Scientology is
thing.
a step above that, but I was a Jehovah's Witness, so I understand what it's like to leave a cult. I'm saying
Yeah.
that's,
Are you the motherfucker who's waking me up in the afternoon?
That's me. I'm not waking you up in the afternoon. I'm waking you up in the afternoon. But
Yeah, that explains why there's knuckle marks on my door.
yeah. Let me in. Instead of now, I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about I don't know DMT.
DMT.
Yeah.
DMT
that
sounds about
witnesses.
right.
Excuse me, sir. Do you remember talking about DMT?
Yeah. Here you go. Instead of literature, just hand them a vape pen.
Yeah, that kind of
I like that cult.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
guys do a door-to-door
Yes.
DMT cult? Can we do that? Yeah.
How many
Expensive.
how many of you have actually dealt with a cult before? I think that's a
I was in a cult.
you were in it. Well, are you saying that in the literal sense that your particular sect was a
The
cult?
denomination of Christianity that I was in is a cult.
Is considered.
I would say that about all organized religion.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
fair.
I
Not,
grew up in
not a cult
growing
like
Catholicism.
Raven's been in a cult. No.
Talking about
Which we've
football.
talked about that on camera
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Then different than not
Was
on
there
that
anybody
level.
else that was dealt with a cult before or anything?
Well, I know about a cult that was over Brentwood and.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, those creepy church people.
The way
One
down,
of
the
the
way
big
down
hair.
workshop.
Big hair lady.
Big hair.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
lose weight for Jesus.
Oh yeah. Well, they're doing a service, you
What
know.
does he want with it?
The way they found out about the stuff, a child died because they took him, put him in a trunk, and locked him in a suffocated. And so that's why they found out the.
Wow.
And
And
then
they made a
the
movie.
leaders of the church died in a helicopter
Yep.
crash right outside. So
Karma.
So Murfreesboro
Helicopter.
has a actual I want to say more like a stereotype movie type cult from like the 70s. I was at an establishment very late at night and a woman comes in and she takes an old fashioned spray bottle, the one that has the little cup on the bottom, so you push the little thing.
Oh yeah.
It goes like this, and I was like, I smelled nothing at first when she did it, so I was like, why would you even spray it in the first place? And what I found out they do is they have all the women bathe in the water, and so that way the perceived pheromones of all these various women throughout the day, they bottle it so that a woman can spray it on herself to potentially get a reaction from male
That's magic.
users.
What?
So she walks
I thought it
into
was
the
gonna be
establishment and she immediately looks around, looks at me, and apparently I'm too damned because she was just like immediately turned away. She looks at it, she's like, there's something special about you. I want you to have this. And immediately I was like staring at it,
Evan.
watching. She goes away. Just to make this a shorter story. And I was immediately like, don't you fucking touch that paper. She's like, the dude's like, why don't you touch it? I was like, they actually put LSD on the paper so that when you're flipping it through the pages, LSD can be absorbed through your fingertips. So some people go
Hold on.
like this and turn the pages.
Hold on. I
What?
missed something. I
Is
missed
this
something
called
here.
the phone number, man?
Yeah, exactly.
I missed something here. How do you know that?
We'll get to that. So as I'm going, I'm like, hand me some gloves real quick. Dude hands me some gloves and I'm going through it. They got AM, FM radio stations. Like, who uses AM? When's the last time you ever heard anybody on an AM radio
I'm
station?
stuck on this man pulling gloves out.
So I'm going through it. They refuse to talk about the hierarchy of their denomination, that whatever they're trying to worship, which is another red flag. Because usually, if you can put big pictures and names on
This
there,
is in
I can just
Murfreesboro?
Google and be like, "Oh, he's a sex offender." Yes, it was in Murfreesboro. They were talking about how they have chicken coops and everything. I was like, they're gonna put me in a dress and get me to work out there in that bar. I'm gonna be this dude's wife within a year if I join this. I guarantee it. So, who has questions about whatever?
How do you know that there was LSD on the paper?
Because that is actually what they do.
What's the phone
But
number?
that doesn't answer my question.
What's the phone number? Because there was actually a case all the
LSD
way from
drugs.
when the LSD was created, I think in the 60s or whatever, up until today, that they will take just a little bit of LSD because of how potent it is. So as you're reading the literature and you're thinking about it, it slowly absorbs into the body, giving you the euphoric high, and then it's like, whoa, I'm getting the God sense coming
Okay,
across me.
so to be clear for Alice, there's a strong suspicion that they're putting LSD on the paper.
No, because one of the workers at the establishment just grabbed the paper and was like, oh, no. And the next day he was like, yeah, I got high. I went home and I was
And you
stripping
talked to that
balls.
guy?
I talked to him. I had confirmation
Okay,
from two
That's
other
what I'm
people.
looking for.
Thank you.
That is wild.
And he is a bit,
Yeah, well, yeah,
he is a
where's this? I need
bit
some free LSD.
dramatic and flamboyant, but when he said, no, I got home, took my shoes off, and I was
And I
physically
played the
dying.
fuck out of that
I just,
paper.
yeah, exactly.
Yes, I am interested.
I mean, funny, not funny.
This religion's dope as fuck.
So yeah, if you see some people coming at you 3 or 4 o'clock in Murfreesboro, be aware somewhere
They're giving you free drugs.
they're giving you free drugs.
Sounds awesome.
That's why I was like,
fucking
what's-
go.
All you gotta
What's
do is
their
wear a
number?
dress,
This is
take
what
care of
Dare
some
told
chickens.
us about.
Yeah, what's this group called?
Nick, I mean,
I
The
put
we have to count
eggs.
our blessings.
eggs.
Eggs.
It all
Ah.
comes back to the back.
They did say chicken coops on the little
Ah.
They're called the
It's a
Eggy Boys.
conspiracy.
That's how we're gonna end this episode. Everyone's gonna come in an egg.
The LSO.
We're all gonna,
I'm
come in
scared.
an egg.
Wait,
the same egg.
Was I supposed to wait to do that until I got here?
I brought you a
Oh,
cookie.
you know this?
I thought we were gonna have
Is it
an
something?
I thought we were gonna have an eggplant
We
later.
gotta count our blessings that at least Tennessee's an open carry state, so you can actually do something about the cult, self-defense.
Yeah,
and all
shoot
that.
these assholes. people. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can shoot them.
Yeah.
It was
If
a
someone
weird night.
offers you free
It
LSD,
wasn't just the
shoot them.
cult.
Fuck them all to
Oh.
death.
Apparently, we were chilling out after the cult lady left. An unmarked van comes out.
What?
The people order food, and the guy keeps going to the bathroom. Neither one of them eat their food. We all go stand outside, and my one friend's female partner was there, and she was like, "Those guys keep staring at me," and I was like, "Really?" So I'm like staring at them, and no joke, the one dude is just like this, staring at his plate, not eating anything, unmarked van. I was like, okay, we went from cult to sex traffickers. This is just an interesting night in general.
Whoa. That's a big jump.
Murfreesboro was like,
How have we got?
crazy place.
I'm sorry.
You don't
Explain
say.
to me how we've got the sex trafficking.
They could
Because it was the same night.
They could be
This was
staring.
all within like an hour of each other.
You're gonna
What
They could
was
be
the
standing
thing?
in those
I
groups.
think I'm
The
missing
cult.
something here.
For the
The
chickens.
cult and then the
Yeah.
sex traffickers were both in the same hour.
How do you know they're sex trafficking?
Eggs.
Oh, because of how they were acting. Who orders
Because
2
of how
plates
they're
of food
acting.
and doesn't eat any food, man? That's
Anorexia.
weird.
My cat. People
Are you trying to like brand yourself off the food?
I'm just trying to understand here. People don't order their food.
Oh, they also came outside and
Therefore,
kept trying to
sex
talk. Yes, exactly.
No, they ordered
So always eat your food.
Always eat your
If
food.
you don't, if you order food and don't eat it,
If you
100% you are a sex
Okay,
trafficker.
You go to a restaurant and don't order food and act like that's not suspicious, Alex. That's suspicious
That's
as hell.
suspicious as fuck. And
Yeah.
that doesn't lead me to absolutely.
Well,
they're
this is
sex
why
trafficking.
you're gonna get sex trafficked and I'm not.
I fucking hope so.
I hope you've been a good boy, Alex.
Are you eating all
I've
your
been a good boy,
vegetables?
but a very bad girl.
My man.
Don't do that in my fucking aim space, dude. Get that out of here.
That was a very aggressive high five in front of Evan's face. Evan's
I'm
nose
so
is
sorry.
broken.
It's okay, cry.
What if he was just projectile bleeding out of his nose right now? That'd be pretty bad.
Have you guys ever tried to high five out of a living car, or are you normal people?
right
Wait, don't do it. It hurts. It hurts bad.
Wait, you've tried that before?
Unfortunately for me, yeah.
Like both. it
Do
hurts
tell
everybody.
more.
I was in my friend's van. I think I was probably 17 or 18. I was stoned or on LSD. I saw another friend of mine on the road, and we were moving quickly, and so I was like,
Oh, you're both in cars.
How fast do you think
He
you're
was on
going?
the sidewalk,
Okay.
and I was like, and then we connected, and I had upside down fingers on my arm for a week. It was terrible.
That is precious.
He's a
What
big
the
dude too. It was
And
not-
he didn't have an arm. It was just gone.
Yeah, it was.
hell?
Yeah.
You're
What
just
was it for
temporarily
me?
identified as Lieutenant Dan.
Well, shit, Forrest, everywhere, somewhere.
Lieutenant Dan, you got no eggs.
Oh, while we're on eggs, have you guys seen the talking sea doggo?
No.
Sea dog?
Sea doggo. It's like a seal. Yeah. And keep saying eggs.
What?
Eggs,
Wait,
Talking sea doggo. Oh, it's not a joke. It's on the internet.
Some
You can find it
Russian
right now.
propaganda,
Yeah, it was so
man.
excellent.
You see those seals in Russia that actually have the hats on?
That's
and they go
amazing.
underwear.
What's a
underwater
sea
to touch the
doggo?
It's
A
a
seal?
seal.
A seal.
Yeah.
Is laying eggs.
No, it's just it's saying eggs. He's vocalizing.
Saying eggs.
He's
It's
vocalizing.
saying
Yeah, it
eggs
sounds like he's saying eggs.
in
It sounds like he said
English.
eggs a bunch of times.
Yeah, there's like
Eggs.
Well, I've got to see it.
Eggs.
I've got to see it
Eggs.
right now.
Type
And
in
Alex has to see it.
Talk-
Alex has to see it too.
Talking sea doggo.
Uh-oh.
And then we've been going a while. We should probably stop after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, wrap
That's a great way to close.
it back on the eggs.
Yeah.
Happy
It's all, it
200.
all
Talking
comes
seals.
back to
Actually,
eggs.
anytime anyone says eggs, that's all I can think of. So when you guys are like eggs, I want to be like, eggs, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Everyone would be like, oh, this guy's retarded. When did he get here?
Yeah, you're one to talk.
Which is still what you think, but it's, you know.
We're all retarded.
So when you put the 200.
We're not retarded, we're just
the
special.
2 zeros would be eggs.
I'm retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
I can say that.
Yeah,
I am
invited.
retarded.
I can say because there's no.
That's our
words.
Oh, I've seen this video, yeah. It's like a little baby seal.
Eggs,
And it's just vocalizing shit. Yeah.
egg. Yeah,
Seal says egg.
you guys will see.
Let's.
For the viewers, we're pulling up a video right now.
We
Get
are.
ready.
We're trying to go in.
Yeah,
Technology
if you're
might be
just
ever so
listening on
slightly-
Spotify or Apple Music and you can't see what we're doing,
I'm pulling up a seal who talks.
get ready.
Someone will do play-by-play for the listeners.
And now we're pulling up a video of Alex's mom. Slam!
Got him. Got him.
We
Please.
got it. Hey.
Experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yeah.
Theme music now.
Very
Boofering.
elevator music, yeah.
Boofering.
Do we have enough
Boofering.
audio?
Boofering.
Uh-huh.
Boofering. Boofering. Oh.
We didn't jump. Aww. Aww. Ugh. Ugh.
Captioned.
Caption still says doggo. See doggo.
He doesn't say doggo. He is doggo.
Sorry. Okay. Messed up.
Oh.
So
Boof.
just a tease, we're not ready yet.
Man,
Well,
who's that
you-
German director? Oh,
Oh,
Lars von
No.
Trier.
the one that did Nosferatu and all those nature documentaries.
Joseph Goebbels.
Adolf Hitler.
Oh.
Yeah, Hitler, right?
Wagner or something like that?
Hitler.
The Grizzly Man guy?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh shit. Yeah.
He's the one who's like, and then the seal went into the tunnel sea to never be seen by anyone ever again, but no one really knows why. Humanity leaves its scars across the world. I can't remember what the fuck his name is.
So he
Where's
was
the
Like a more depressed David Attenborough.
Oh no, he's really, really good at what he does. It's just that every time
Werner Herzog.
Herzog, yes, he is
Okay.
the greatest film
Okay,
director.
here we go.
What did Zog ever do to him?
Here we go. This seal is gonna say X. This freaking seal is gonna freaking say X.
No.
Holy frick.
Me.
Are you freaking ready?
Yes,
Can we get eggs in chat? Yeah, drop eggs in the chat. Where's their volume? We don't have any volume.
Dig.
See, this is where Herzog would be like.
Where's
This
the
doesn't
the
know why
said
he
it,
goes
said
to
it.
the water.
Also, his escape lays before him. He could not go down.
Ice.
Where's the remote?
For no man understands.
Oh, we got
some.
something.
Oh yes. Thank you, Dustin.
There it is.
That was the second such instance of egg. Actually, my favorite part is when he goes, "Ah!"
I think there's a moment in this where he says baguette.
No. Is there?
No, there's not. That seal would never say
It's
that.
not showing you.
Trust me, there's a
Next, you say he's gonna say cheese or
Oh,
pie.
I know.
How am I gonna get this to work? Okay.
That's what she said.
That's
That's what she said.
Really, really small. And you go like this.
All right, third time's the
push
charm.
into it, and their faces
time's the
literally are
charm.
like.
Also, what she said.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bro's just
We're gonna try this one more time.
Bro's just afraid to go into the water. Swim for the first time.
He's just thinking egg.
Just Wilhelm scream and just plaster that over the seal.
Okay. Sharing the screen.
Co-pilot.
This is big part from disclosing the truth.
Dude, they're that with Big Dildo. I won't tell anybody.
Big egg, big dildo.
Big Dildo is always watching you guys.
Was it Oz I was talking to Kyle?
Was it
Were we talking about
spaghetti
Kyle
god?
earlier?
What?
We were talking about Kyle
Yeah.
earlier. Dude, like I've been sitting here for 10 minutes now, like thinking of old Kaya songs. Gardenia.
Yes.
What was that album when the circus leaves town? That's one of their best albums.
I can't remember exactly. I haven't delved into Caius all that much. But I know that
Early Queens of the
When-
Stone Age was very
Oh,
Kaya
yeah.
still though.
I
Before
mean-
they got very
Why is there no
it
audio?
became its own beast.
he turned Josh Homan, is that his name?
Josh Homme, yeah.
Homie, he kind of got a rockabilly thing going on now.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just like he definitely changed their overall feel.
Yeah. I mean, like, ever since, like,
I don't know
Leather
that there's no
Awkward,
sound.
it became
Okay.
more
Basically, he's just
experimental.
Yeah.
You know,
nature.
it's not okay, but it is what it is. I really
Yeah.
wanted to know
We'll just put this
what
in
it
post.
sounded like.
We'll put the original clip in post.
Yeah, we'll put it in post on this live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex, I got you.
Everyone get your anti-Semitism out while we have a chance.
Oh, my anti-Semitism.
Should I
Spin
leave
out.
the room now?
Yeah, that's why we actually guest Jew correspondent.
Fuck you.
You know, Jill Stein got 0.7% of the votes.
There you go.
I don't know
Is
what
that the egg
that
sound?
doesn't matter.
Let me
but-
take it.
I don't know.
Back up from.
So fine, just back that ass up.
Oh, that's where it's going.
Sounds like it's having a bit too much.
He's saying egg.
Yeah, a bunch of
She
times.
knows.
Pretty much all he says,
Wait.
actually.
Long live Rita
What is that
Moreno.
wrong?
Are you guys?
Whenever anyone says egg, this is all I can think of. That's what I mean.
You can at least so I can text you in the middle.
This is what I will think of. I will think of the
I
topic.
call you, I will never text you to do anything else. I will not be
Hey!
afraid of nothing.
Hey, you just said it.
I'm like,
The
oh man,
dude
this
just
is
said
the egg
baguette.
guy.
It's the egg guy. I don't know his name. He's just the egg
Thank
guy.
you.
Of course.
He,
Anything for you, buddy.
if you missed it,
That was
the
just a
seal said egg.
It's talking sea doggo. You can Google it.
Google talking sea doggo if you're a skeptic. If you don't believe, see for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's
I see London,
great
I see
conclusion
France,
for
I see Alex.
this episode.
I ain't never seen no quitting.
200 episodes of this. Isn't that what the world needed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Love you, Alice.
We love you, Alice.
Love you, Alice.
And
Thank you for
these
saying
are all the friends we made along the way. I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't know a lot of you without
Everyone clap for us.
this dumb shit. So
Beautiful.
Okay, bye.
okay, bye.
Bye.
We'll see you
Happy
next
200.
week. Happy 200.
Oh.
Egg.
Egg.
Egg.